This is Internet Business Mastery, episode 72.
In a world where bosses control your life and thoughts of escape fill your mind, where inspiration seems dead and cynicism rules the masses, you have a desire to break free. You feel the need to take control. Now, there exists a place where the secrets of freedom and wealth are given to those who believe. InternetBusinessMastery.com. Free your mind.
Hello and welcome to Internet Business Mastery Online at InternetBusinessMastery.com. I'm Sterling.
And I'm Jay.
And we're here to help you escape the 9-to-5 and live the lifestyle of your dreams by turning your life's passion into a profitable internet business, even if you're just getting started today. Now, in this episode of Internet Business Mastery, we have part 2 of a flashback episode series called Protecting Your Assets, Build Your Wealth, and Save Taxes with an LLC. And we also have a resource where you can get everything you need to start your own wealth building LLC and save hundreds of dollars in lawyer fees. And we'd like to remind you that if you'd like to get a jump start on creating your own profitable internet business using our proven system, you can claim your risk-free trial membership to the Internet Business Mastery Academy by going to freeaudiogift.com. So Jay, it's been a while. What's going on?
Well, we've been busy for a couple weeks doing all those phone calls with our platinum members, and it's certainly been a lot of fun getting on the phone. Every one of them we've had about an hour-long conversation with. And I always enjoy it when we get to do the one-on-one with people because there's always, good insights. We get a feel for where people are at and the problems our community is running into. And, the thing that we spent a lot of time with most of them talking about was choosing their niche. And, that's definitely a very important part of this whole process. So it was worth spending the time on. But, something that came up in those conversations, and then also just recently a few emails and people asking questions about the academy and stuff. It's interesting as we realize that a lot of people are getting hung up on the whole choosing your niche idea. And, what's my internet business going to be about? And I think a lot of people aren't realizing, for instance, that some people are saying, oh, well, I didn't join the academy because I didn't know what my niche was going to be yet. But, I guess this must be a failing on our part of really communicating well what's inside the academy and something that we need to address with our marketing and things. But, you don't need to have a niche before you join the academy. In fact, we have a whole course inside of the academy that walks you through a checklist and all these different ideas in fact, we just recently redid that checklist.
Yeah, that was the thing that was really useful too, at least for the Academy by talking to the Platinum people, was to go through that checklist of everything you need to figure out to find your ideal niche. We were able to fix up that worksheet because as we're talking to people, we're adding all this information for them going, oh, we need to make sure every little bit of this information is in this checklist. So we redid it and added it back into the Academy with all the updates.
So, I guess it just made it, I just wanted to bring that up, that people don't have to have a niche before they join the Academy, that's a process that we walk you through. And the other interesting thing is, and I'm sure you've noticed this, a lot of people, they already have, I'd say, a good 80% of the people who've joined the Platinum group, the first thing we had them do was go through the niche worksheet. It's the same one that you get inside the Academy. And then we got on the phone with them and talked about the list of ideas, the 2 or 3 ideas that they had that they were the most interested in. And it can seem like a daunting task to finally narrow down and go, okay, this is the one I'm going to focus on. But a lot of the people, they seemed very uncertain when they got on the phone with us. But by the time we were done with the call, we're like, look, you had awesome ideas here. You already knew what your niche was, and maybe we offered a few insights and clarified a few things. But, I think a lot more people have good ideas for niches for internet businesses and they just don't realize it, and I guess it's just that inner confidence thing. And maybe it helps to have us get on the phone and say, yeah, we like it too, and have a second or third opinion of like, yeah, that's a great idea. But I guess the main thing was just to tell people, look, there's a chance that there's an excellent chance that you already have multiple awesome niche ideas within you, and that by going through that niche worksheet, you're just going to bring the best one's going to float to the top and in your evaluation, and that you'll have something to just dive into and go for. So I just don't want that to hold people back, because I know it is an important part of the process, but it doesn't need to be quite so daunting as it seems to be for people.
Well, and to know that, with the Academy, I mean, the thing that we wanted to create was something completely step-by-step, meaning you think to yourself, what would be cool? Having an internet business and being able to create a lifestyle. And from that second further, there was some sort of resource that you can go through to actually make that happen from that moment on. Because, I mean, that's, course 1 deals with all the mindset stuff, and then course 2 gets right into let's find the right niche and a profitable niche for you. So, yeah, it's definitely, that was our goal, was to make it as step-by-step as possible. So there's, outside of having your own desire to want one, that's all you need to come at it with. But it was really awesome talking to people about their niches, like you say. And just, again, it's such a funny thing that a lot of times some people just need to hear somebody else say, oh my gosh, that's a great one. Like there was even one person that was like, wow, I really like this next niche, but I was probably going to dump it because I just don't know. And then they say it and we're both like, that's an amazing niche.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, good. That's the one I liked. And it's just like, well, obviously there's other things to look at, numbers, and are people looking for it and different things like that. But, after looking at all that, it was like, it was exciting to hear somebody go, for months and months I've been dealing with what is my niche, and I really want to do this thing, but I don't know. And then we're like, after we look at things, we're like, that's amazing. So yeah, that's really exciting to do, and definitely has been very eye-opening for, how we do the Academy as well.
And when it comes down to it, you just don't have a whole lot to lose by choosing one and just going forward with it. In fact, you just have a lot to gain in terms of, the confidence that comes with action, the things that you'll learn as you move forward. And I think we just tend to build it up so big in our mind that it seems like there's a lot to lose. It's like, oh man, if I choose the wrong one, that just means that I'm stupid, I can't do this, and that's it. I'm just not cut out for internet business. And that's not the case at all. All you have to lose is, very little. It takes very little time and actually very little money to test an idea on the internet. We're talking a matter of about $10 a month, maybe 30 tops, to get things up and going. And, so in a matter of a few months, you can know if you've got a decent idea or not. So there's just not a whole lot to lose. So I just don't want people to build it up so big in their minds where it feels like, oh, well, the world's going to crash down if I don't choose the right idea the first time around. Because the people we know that succeed on the internet, it's something we've said in the past, they go to bat multiple times, and sometimes they hit something out of the park the first time. Sometimes they just get a single or a double, and they kind of tweak it until they do hit it out of the park. And so, that's why we love the nature of this business. There's not a whole lot to lose. You can get started fast, and it's easy to tweak until you finally make it work. So we just want to see a lot more success stories out there and help people overcome that thing. So hopefully some of those insights will help you right there. Well, another thing that people ask a lot when they're getting started in their business is about the whole LLC question, or business entity, and do I need to start one? And so that's why we've got this awesome interview. This has been we did this a couple years back, but it's still completely relevant information, and that's why we're bringing it back again. We already replayed the first part for you. So we're going to replay the second part in today's feature segment, this interview with Darius, who is a lawyer that helps. He's into this whole business mindset. He does work on the internet. He does real estate stuff, and he's also a lawyer. So he knows, the kind of position that we're in as internet entrepreneurs and stuff. So I guess let's go ahead and dive into the second part of that interview.
And now, the features segment.
So when it comes to time to actually start the LLC, obviously there's some paperwork involved. And so people are probably wondering, what kind of paperwork do I need, and where do I get this paperwork to fill out, or who can put the, what's the step when it comes to the paperwork? What do you do?
Well, most of the time it's relatively simple. Every state